From Nashville, Tennessee, Inside the Noize podcast with your host, Jenna Hyman. Here's Jenna.
Yeah, I'm nervous.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, welcome back to Inside the Noize. I am so excited because today I have a co-host.
What up?
I have Miss Katie Kaup.
What? Yeah, you said my last name right. Good
Just
job.
practiced for the
Claps.
last 5 minutes.
Claps. Good job.
Oh my gosh. Okay, do you want to introduce yourself?
I mean, you did, but my name is Katie Kaup, and I am on a podcast, Inside the Noize, with Jenna.
Yes, and I'm
What
so
up?
excited to have you as co-host.
Yeah.
Maybe there won't be any awkward silences today.
I mean, we met for the first time, 2-3 weeks ago, and we
Yeah.
talked for literally 2 hours.
We did.
So that should just tell you about how this podcast is going to go.
It's going to be a long one.
It's going to be a long one, guys.
Oh, no. Okay, we also have Eric Van Houten.
Yeah, 2 for 2.
Yes.
2 for 2.
So many hard names. I'm sweating right now. I always mess up names. But each week we kick off the podcast with make some noise, stop that noise. So you give a week high that you want to make some noise about and a week low that you want to stop that noise.
Got it.
Okay.
I can go first so you guys can have some time to think. Okay, so I went to Bible study on Tuesday and then I went out after, which sounds totally contradictory.
Yeah.
But I left Bible study and I went to Tin Roof and I couldn't find my wallet. I'm like, dang it, I think I lost it. And they let me in anyway, whatever. I go the whole next day without a wallet, drive back to Bible study, and we all park on the street and my wallet wasn't on the ground. I figured I knocked on the ground. So I went up to the house and it kind of looked a little sketchy and I knocked on the door and this old little grandma lady answered. And I'm like, hey, I came to Bible study last night and I lost my wallet. She's like, I've been trying to find you on Facebook all day.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
And she picked up my wallet and had all the cash in it and it was just so nice of her.
That's adorable.
Yeah, I feel like old people are not going to steal your money.
No, but I feel like I need to bring her some cookies.
Especially
or
at
something.
Bible study. If they stole your money at Bible study, that would be a problem.
I figured a little kid would have walked to school, picked it up, and been like, oh, cash
Oh, true.
or something.
Yeah.
No,
but-
but you're in a good place. Nashville's a good area. I've had situations that I've literally left a laptop and
No one's touched it.
they're like, hey, we had it in our lost and found for 5 months. And I'm like,
Wow.
oh, good to know.
But I was super happy to have it back. I didn't have to get all new cards, all new everything.
That's the best feeling.
Yeah.
So that was to make some noise. Stop that noise. I had a bad Uber driver the other night.
Ooh.
I'm really mad at him still. His name was John. I locked my keys in my house when I was leaving for work. And so I had to
Solid.
call an Uber, but I'd already mobile ordered Starbucks. So I asked John to stop at the Starbucks.
Wow.
And he said, why would I do that for you? You can call a different Uber.
You should have been like, there goes your tip.
And I was like, are you having a bad day?
No
why are you
star.
being mean to me?
No star rating.
No star rating. Also, I don't know. You should have been like, I'll buy you Starbucks or
I was like,
something.
I'll tip
Giving
you.
him
And he was like,
incentive.
why would I do that? No. And I'm like, okay, just take me to work.
Uh.
I won't have my Starbucks.
Oh my gosh.
John needs to be stopped.
Yeah, he had all good ratings. except for
Hashtag
mine.
stop that, John.
Yeah, stop that.
Stop that John noise.
All right.
Okay, so for me,
Yeah.
I don't really have a lot of bad stuff. That sounds really weird. Say that, but
But it's
I'm a
good
very
outlook.
positive person, so I even bad stuff, I'm like, oh well, I'm happy that happened because it led me to something else.
Yeah.
But my good thing, I went to St. Louis this week, which was great. I went Wednesday to Friday, and I met with one of the artists that I'm working with currently, Steven Martinez, and he has the most incredible little daughter. She's 4. Her name's
Aw.
Presley. And we bonded, and I felt like she was my sister from another mister, and I was like, girl, you ever need a babysitter, hit me up. I got you.
Gosh.
And she was just the cutest thing, and it made my whole week because
Aw.
I don't have I used to have kids around and stuff. Not I had kids. That's weird. That sounds weird. I never had kids. I'm 23. But I used to have kids around and stuff like that when I was younger because my family was so big and we had so many different people with children that I would babysit. So it was nice to have that again.
Yeah.
And it's yeah, it was just cool. And
That's
then
sweet.
yesterday I went to Chattanooga. So I guess my stop that noise was that we went to Chattanooga not knowing that Donald Trump was having a rally yesterday, which I have nothing against Donald Trump or anything. I mean, I know that's an unpopular. I don't really care for any of it, but I just realized as we were sitting in traffic that there was a rally because I was like, what is all this traffic for? It's a Sunday. What is happening?
Oh, yeah.
And then we Googled, and then I was like, oh, stop that noise.
Stop that noise.
Yeah,
Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah.
Okay, Eric.
that was perfect. Yeah, I mean, I'm dropping a single, so I guess that's the extremely high note. Come Find Me comes out
Saturday.
coming this Saturday. Or this coming Saturday. Yeah, so that's probably the make more of that noise. A lot of it.
You also played Bus Call Wednesday and
Yeah, it was
slayed
great.
everybody's
Oh,
lives.
gosh.
You closed it out.
What a party.
In a
We-
banana costume, may I add.
Wow.
And his band had monkey faces. And it was
Halloween,
pretty legendary. Yeah.
that was good.
It was a
I
good
think the downside is what happened that next morning.
Mm.
Was the old hangover, so
Oh.
we'll call that
Ooh.
one the Stop That Noise.
Stop
There
that
you
noise.
go.
Let's stop getting hangovers.
I was responsible and I left early.
Oh,
I had to
how's that?
teach-
What's that feel like?
I had to teach kickboxing at 7 a.m. and I've
Oh,
done
so you're saying you didn't even see me play?
Oh,
did see you play.
Stop that noise.
I made everyone come because I'm like, guys, we have to go see Eric play Bus Call.
Yeah, I'll take it.
You didn't have to support the host or anything. Like the host was okay,
And
I
it's Katie's
guess.
party, so we have to go. And they were all like, they don't enjoy the Midtown Demumbrian scene.
What are they, Broadwayers?
No, they like Batter's Box.
What is that?
I don't know even. I've never been because I don't want to. I'm like, you guys just come with me, and then like, you should come out with us sometime. I'm like, no, I'm good.
I'll pass.
You guys come over
Hard
with
pass.
me.
Stop that noise.
Stop that noise.
But I don't know. They enjoyed it too. We were the Cyrus family.
It was great.
Oh,
You guys
yeah.
won.
We won. We
the costume
took,
contest.
they keep bringing it up to me because they were mad because I made them all dress up like that.
And then you won.
And then
Wait, who was Miley? Did somebody have space buns and had their tongue out the whole night?
Jack. She had her tongue out all night, but she didn't put space buns in.
Oh.
She might have put them in later in the night.
Was she wearing like Spanx or something?
lost
like
her.
what was she wearing?
Just like high-waisted shorts and a t-shirt.
Oh, that works.
It just worked.
Yeah,
It was fine.
fine.
Billy Ray is what made it.
Yeah, that's who won.
That's why
Mhm. Yep.
she was so angry because she showed up last, and we were just like, "You get to be Billy Ray."
My friends Madison and Tyler won the Netflix and chill.
Oh,
And I told Justin, I felt like Justin should have won because Justin Braultz looked like Billy Ray Cyrus
He
because...
looks like Morgan Wallen.
No, he didn't. Morgan
just
Wallen
kidding,
does
yeah.
not look like
I
that.
know.
He looked like Billy
busting
Ray
his chops, so-
Cyrus. And like he had like the... Oh, yeah, I guess he kind of did look like Morgan Wallen.
oh,
He
had
literally
that
just like
mullet.
threw a costume together and had a mullet. And like
that's
a
legit.
black and red like flannel that
Yeah.
was cut off sleeves. And I was like...
He should have been our Billy Ray. I
But he
would've
was the
known.
one picking the winner. So I was like, wait, what happens if you're the winner, though? Because you are.
Oh,
So.
all right. I don't know. Okay, Eric, we're gonna dive into you.
Yeah. What's up?
And
What's
before
up?
you tell me your story and about you, I'm gonna tell you what I think I know about you via your Instagram feed.
Oh,
Wow. I don't have a lot on there, so I
You
wish
don't,
the
so
best
I
of
couldn't
luck.
really
we
figure out.
just cleaned it.
Yeah, I know. I could tell. I couldn't figure out much. So it's kind of lame. Usually I get a little more dirt on people.
That's okay.
It's
You-
kind of lame.
You can you can wakeboard.
Yeah.
I enjoy wakeboarding. Can you do any flips?
No. I mean, I can, but I don't land them, so.
So no.
I mean, he can flip. He just can't land the flip.
That's basically
More or less
all
just,
I have.
basically, more or
And
less
then,
just flying in the air.
he's from New York,
Yeah, Buffalo, New York.
Buffalo,
born
New
and
York.
raised.
yeah.
He has a large beard, obviously, in pictures.
716.
And and what else? I don't know.
Are you looking for dirt on me?
No, I was just I usually stalk people
He
on
has
Instagram and find out
the-
more. Or I find out stuff
He has
really
the Guinness.
creepy.
He has the Guinness World Record for the man's longest eyelashes,
Yeah,
natural.
That's official.
For
It's
real,
official.
Like, did the guy come and give you
No, but it should be.
He gave him a plaque. No, just kidding. That was
I would love a
that was
plaque for
fake.
that.
Oh,
That'd be so cool.
It's so
I-
unfair.
Even if it was blank. I just
Every
want
day I
a
look
plaque
at
for it.
Eric's face and I'm like, I have to pay $120 to get eyelashes that look like Eric's, and
Damn.
I'm a female
Yeah.
and he's a male.
And I
How is
wake
this
up and
fair?
just-
they're just
it
there.
happens.
He literally woke up like that.
Big man upstairs gave me the gift. He's like, here's one good thing about yourself.
Oh, stop.
And
Aw.
bam, eyelashes.
Eyelashes.
Yeah.
Permanent.
I think it's up over 1 million. I think the amount of times that a female or male has been like, you got the
Compliments.
longest eyelashes. Yeah, I
You should
think
be
I'm
like, yes.
pretty positive it's up over 1 million.
You should be like, I perm them every day.
Yes.
Thank you.
You curl them, put on some
I
mascara.
think I've said every comeback in the book at this point.
And now you're just like,
Yeah.
yes.
And I just kind of nod, turn my head. Yep,
Oh my gosh.
got you.
I would feel like, oh,
Good
he
shit.
didn't like that compliment. Okay, how about you just tell us your story? You're coming to Nashville.
Yeah, so it's kind of awesome. I mean, I love this place. I've been coming here since 2010, and
how old are you?
I was 18.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Wow.
17. I was
Okay.
17 my first time down here by myself. Just drove down, and I just fell in love, obviously, instantly, and it was way different even 8 years ago. But it was a lot of what I was kind of trying to do and what I knew I wanted to do. The first record I listened to was Keith Urban, Somebody Like You. That was the first song I heard of like the new era of country music, and that was kind of what made me instantly dive into writing songs like that. But I moved here 3 years ago, coming on almost 4. After we had played the Ryman Auditorium in a competition that we had gotten to the finals on, and 2 days later flew back to Buffalo in the middle of a snowstorm and opened for Kelsey Ballerini. And then her label guy at the time, Greg, kind of looked at me and literally was like, "Why the F do you live in Buffalo?"
Move to Nashville now.
He's basically like, "You need to move and be where the fire is to get hot." He gave me that whole like statement.
Yeah.
And I think it was maybe 2 months later, March. That was in January, and in March I moved here. So just took the leap, did it, and it's been nothing but good. I don't think I've found one bad person in Nashville yet. I had this conversation, Spencer
Crandall.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He and I had this conversation the other day that you have to seek a bad person in this town. You don't just find them. Like, they're not, I don't know. At least that's been my experience. I don't think I've found one bad human that hasn't been, genuinely interested in whether or not you're doing good in music or in life, period. Like, I know people that are in the medical field and they're still just as, appreciative or whatever, and it's just cool. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I feel
It
like
makes you want to be like that.
I feel like the difference in Nashville is that everybody kind of like comes up together as a
Yeah.
community.
And you want to build people up
And
instead
there's
of
bringing them down, and I feel like every year there's a new like wave of
A new,
people,
like,
and
class.
they're like a new class.
Yeah.
And I feel like the old class is hitting it big right now. Now the newer class is like moving in and like doing everything that the older class like did like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool to
It's
watch
really
everything.
cool, yeah. But you moved here. How'd you meet people and get involved in the music scene?
I mean, I feel like it's a typical story, but just getting drunk out.
Go out to
What were your
bars,
go-to spot?
whiskey jam.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of cool. Speaking of whiskey jam, because like Ward and a fellow by the name of Ryan Onan, like they kind of. I'm rather aggressive when it comes to like letting people know that I'm around.
Very
And,
aggressive. Trust me.
I'm not a time waster, Like if I
He's
want
not.
to meet somebody, I will literally email them based off of like what their last email was online or something. And I did that with a few people at CAA. I've done it with people at William Morris. I mean, I've done it with everybody that I can think of that I know now. I've probably reached out to them aggressively saying, "Hey, guess what? This is my name, and this is where I come from. We should hang out." And that's like kind of like the way that I met Ward, was just aggressively emailing him. And finally he put us on like one of the bills, and then got me connected with a buddy Ryan. And it's just like it's such a spider web town that like you meet one person and 100. And me and Spencer talked about this too. Like, you see somebody out twice, they know your name, your story, where you're from, and you're like buddy with them forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like it doesn't stop. Even the people that are in the industry, like the higher up people in the industry, they know who you are, they know your face, because that's just how this town works. It's awesome. I love it.
Cool.
Is that
It's
the
true.
awkward giggle right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Cool.
She's not used to having a co-host yet, so she's like.
I'm like, okay.
No,
You're gonna go.
but that's like so true about Nashville, especially because you can go out and literally meet anybody that you would need to or want to meet on Demumbrian, or
Yeah.
just stay away from Broadway.
Just stay away
you're
from
good.
Broadway.
And you're good.
Yeah. I used to go to Broadway a lot.
I went to Broadway I went to Broadway like twice when I first moved here, like to go out, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, this is horrible. Like, just so many tourists and people, and like it's great if you need to be already drunk to go to Broadway,
Oh yeah. Like,
and then just continue it on
just
Broadway.
keep
Yeah.
going.
Unless
Yeah.
you're cool with spending like $250 to get buzzed.
Yeah, exactly.
Just throw away
Which-
money.
Just holla for $1.
Yeah, there it is. That'll get cut.
I'm dead.
Don't leave it in. People like the awkward pauses. They like to count them
It's
and
just
tell me how
great
many
because
there
it's
were.
not on a video, so you don't like the looks that we're all giving each other.
Yeah.
Like no one can understand that.
Speaking of Spencer Crandall, he was on the podcast once and he's like, well, that's awkward pause number 5.
That's amazing.
Continue on. And I was like, okay.
That's amazing. He's
So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
awesome. Do you want the honest answer?
No,
like
I
the
want you to
realistic
lie
answer?
right to my
Do
face.
you want the
Yeah,
realistic
give us a
answer?
bullshit answer.
Yeah.
Or
I want
or like
I
what
want
I would truly
where
want.
you truly right now with your work ethic and everything and where things are going for you, where you think you'll be in the next 5 years.
I mean, my goal always has been just to play music for people. I know that's like such a cliche answer, but this thing isn't just about having some sort of fame or anything like that.
Right.
It's literally just making people listen to music. And that, I had a question asked to me too, like about being an artist or a songwriter. I mean, either or, Matt. Like, I don't care. I just want to write songs that turn somebody's head and make them say, "Damn, that's a good song." Or what I do all the time is say, "Well, shit, I wish I wrote that song."
Right.
Yeah.
I want somebody to say that about the stuff I'm writing, and it's all progressive, and like you even watch. I mean, you can watch guys like Keith Urban from the day he started to where he's at now. I mean, it's just there's always a progression, there's always a change, there's always like a slight movement, but everything's kind of consistent with the way he wants to play music. It's the way he wants to play it. Has nothing to do with anybody else. Nobody else can determine what you do but yourself, and I think that's like a huge thing for any artist to know, or songwriter, or anybody trying to make a business, create a business. If you just put in the hard work, like it'll turn back. So I mean, I guess to answer your question, my goal has always been to, I guess, hit that level of being able to sell a couple thousand tickets in an auditorium that's like from 1920 and just hear people echo back songs. That's like the goal.
That's cool.
Yeah,
So
that's
hopefully I
cool.
can do that.
I see that
And
happening.
That's the idea. I mean, obviously the goal is always to be, the guy, the next big thing or whatever. For some people, there's always a hint of that, I think, in everybody. But my main focus is just making sure people hear what's getting written.
Awesome.
Yeah. What were you like as a kid? Like going back. I
Um,
always like to ask this question.
very, very. I was the
I feel like he was running around everywhere with ice cream all over his face, like screaming, wailing his
not
name.
ice cream, more like blood, because
Oh,
I was the loose
oh.
kid that would like run into trees on accident.
Oh no.
Honestly, me.
Yeah. So like I have an older brother, and him and all of his friends would be like, "Eric, go jump off that picnic table into that pile of leaves," not knowing that it was like this big, and I was gonna
my
literally hit the ground as soon as I landed. I was that kid. Go jump that ditch. Jump the ditch, run into a tree because I fell, and yeah, I was that kid that I was an idiot. So
There you go.
I have broken probably over 50 bones in my body.
I didn't even know I had that many
Stitches.
bones.
Yeah, I mean everything. Not because, and I'm not saying this to be a badass at all. I was a dumbass. I was the opposite.
Don't do this at home, kids.
I was a dumbass.
Warning sticker on this podcast.
Yeah, it was. That was me. I was the crazy kid. You couldn't sit me down. There was multiple times where my mom was a school teacher in the same school that I went to,
Oh my god.
and the teachers would always tell her that I was they would always put me in the back because I was always moving. I was always jittery. I couldn't sit still. And I would airplane on the desk. I'd like land on the desk and just go like this and move, act like I just couldn't focus at all. It's terrible.
It's because
And I failed English, which is so
there you go.
ironic
You failed English?
that I'm a songwriter. Yeah, I failed English multiple times.
Mm. I don't think I could go back and pass English now.
I could.
Oh.
I'm a journalist. I have
I
to.
don't think I could.
I was
Like,
like,
I've read all the books. I enjoyed reading. I
well,
just
but
didn't
it's
do the
different.
paperwork.
I think the school system, like, depending on, like, school system works for some people, but not other people. Like, some kids are not good at test taking, and some kids are,
Yeah.
and some kids are under, like, because I was never a good test taker, but I had straight A's, because I would, like, go and you could sit one-on-one with me and ask me the same questions, but if it's face-to-face and you're asking me, I'll tell you straight up. But if you were giving me, like, a multiple choice, I would get, like, stressed that I'm, like, choosing one over the other, and then I would change it because I'm like, oh, well, it kind of, like, sounds like that one. But, like, in my head, I know it's wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm like, but what about the other one? Like, it could be.
I was the one that never studied.
Well, there you
Mama
go.
hated it. And my brother, me and my brother are the absolute opposite.
Literally, you guys look nothing
flat
alike.
Out, we look nothing alike.
No.
He is the dude that's like straight A. You tell him his job is 6:30 to 3:30 on a Monday through Friday. He will be like on time, do the work, go home, like cook and be done, and do it again. Like he is that guy. Like he's so structured. I'm like obviously my career choice makes it the complete opposite. But just as a person,
Yeah, you're
I
creative.
was not that great at school. It was terrible. He was like the star child growing up with all that stuff.
Aww.
And I was just this little reckless, loose cannon that would stick a plunger to a ceiling and attempting to swing off of it. That's a true story.
Oh my gosh.
And that's how Eric broke his leg.
That was the elbow.
Oh,
one
that
of
was
the
the
50
elbow.
bones.
You remember those willow trees?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
ones that
weeping willow.
Yeah, so we tied like 50 of them together. And do you remember the blue cars that used to like run to the little blue toy cars
Yeah.
that you'd sit in and your feet would be like the
Oh,
Flintstones?
yeah.
We stood on that and we would swing off of it and jump off and like do flips. We were stupid, very dumb. And of course, like the 12th time we did it, it was me. And I swung, broke my entire elbow, fractured my collarbone. Yeah,
Oh.
we were
Oh.
dumb. I was
Kids
8.
don't do that at home.
Yeah, don't try that.
Yeah,
Just
or do.
or
do.
do
Because
and
you
become a
need-
musician
you need
like
to
Eric Van
learn.
Houten.
Yeah.
Life lessons.
Oh my gosh. Okay, do you want to play us a song?
Sure. Was that the awkward send off to a song because you don't have anything else to say?
No, I was just trying to get into one.
Okay.
Give us
Not gonna have to move it or anything, right?
give us the story, a
Yeah.
little bit about it.
I wrote this with Dylan Brady and Josh Dorr. It was our first write together, and actually me and Josh were very drunk at Tin Roof, and we were just like, hey, dude, we should get a write together. And he's like, all right, cool. And we both somehow managed to put it in our calendar at the same day, at the same time, so we won the battle. And I had this title from listening to this chick at a bar. I wasn't in the conversation with her. I overheard her conversation saying, I just want someone to love me.
Retweet. Same.
And
Every girl at the bar.
yeah. So I just had this conversation thought process of like, man, somebody's going to do it. It's not going to be me. Like I wanted to turn to her and say, somebody's going to love you. It's just not going to be me.
Yeah.
And so I wrote that in my phone and I brought it to this write a couple months later and just had like the thought process of kind of like a broken guy finding a broken girl and they're at the bar for different reasons, but you never know. So it goes like this. We both came here looking for something. I came here looking for myself. When you were looking for someone else. To ease your mind and heal your pain. Pat your heart from him walking away. She sat down next to me. Well, trust me, you're my kind of perfect. But trust me, I'm broken under the surface. So I gotta leave you lonely 'cause you're worth it. Somebody's gonna love you. Somebody's gonna take you out. Hold your hand and hold the door. Be all you ever wanted and a little more. Somebody's gonna heal that break. Somebody's gonna call you babe. Right now it shouldn't be, no it shouldn't be, but I wish it could be me. Somebody's gonna love you. Somebody's gonna love you. If I was in a different place, if we were in a different room, well then maybe then I'd have a different view. But right now, I know it's true. Somebody's gonna love you. Somebody's gonna take you out. Hold your hand and hold the door. Be all you ever wanted and a little more. Somebody's gonna heal that break. Somebody's gonna call you babe. Right now it shouldn't be, No, it shouldn't be, but I wish it could be me. Somebody's gonna love you. Somebody's gonna love you. Somebody's gonna love you. Some cool guitar solo. Somebody's gonna love you. Somebody's gonna love you. Somebody's gonna love you. Yeah, I wish it could. Somebody's gonna love you. Somebody's gonna take you out. Hold your hand and hold the door. Be all you ever wanted and a little more. Somebody's gonna heal that break. Somebody's gonna change your name. Right now it shouldn't be, no it shouldn't be, but I wish it could be me. Somebody's gonna love you. Somebody's gonna love you, and I wish it could. Yeah, I wish it could be me.
Woo! That was sick.
Thank you. I mean, we just wrote it last week, so it's cool.
I was gonna say,
I really like it.
Yeah.
I'm a big
Thanks.
Josh Dorr fan too.
Yeah, he's the man.
I'll tell you what, there's so many songs that are written just from being in a bar and overhearing. That's how Mitchell Tenpenny's Alcohol You Later was written.
Really?
He heard a guy saying, I'll call you later, and it sounded like Alcohol You Later. And so that's how
That's crazy.
he went in with that idea and everything. I'm like, what?
That
That's
dude's
crazy.
a beast.
He's such a beast.
Have you guys ever seen the Instagram accounts where it's like overheard at a bar
Oh,
or overheard in like Chicago or
I
overheard in like
overheard LA
Oh,
is
yeah.
the funniest. It's like so like generic things that like basic girls would say. Like, no,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
I feel like they're probably made up. Maybe.
I mean, they probably are, but they're still funny.
Maybe.
Because I could totally see girls in LA saying that.
I'm a massive fan of that TSA pre-check Instagram and like the things that they catch people bringing on. Have you ever seen that?
I haven't.
It's you need to follow it.
I need to check it out.
Laughed numerous hours just scrolling that feed. They just
TSA
post pictures of
pre-check.
like what
Like stuff
people
that they get
attempt to bring
confiscate.
onto a plane, and then they
Okay.
confiscate it.
And then take a picture of
Yeah.
it and shame you.
Yeah, exactly.
How rude.
And they
Oh,
basically
goodness.
say like they won't take a picture of the person. They take a picture of the item, and like somebody literally there was like a machete in one of the pictures, and the picture like the statement was like this air traveler decided to bring a machete thinking that they could use it, you know, in case something bad happens on the plane, as if we were going to allow them on the plane with it. Like, they have the greatest captions and like comments about what it is that these people bring on. It's hysterical.
I
It's so
wonder
funny.
who at TSA is doing that
Yeah.
and how they're allowing that. Because I feel like that you like can't do that.
I think that's in it. Like, yeah. That
I mean, but then
shouldn't
again, it's not like super like.
No, they're not posting a picture of the
Yeah.
person or tagging him in it. They're just
be.
posting a picture
They
of the
should
item.
Start. Sir,
they
please
can't,
pose
'cause
with your
that's-
item.
That's like Homeland Security stuff.
Yeah.
That's like issues.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna go into this segment I'm calling "Ask a Guy,"
Oh boy.
and you are the guy
goodness.
here.
Here we go.
And so these are questions. I'm not even really seriously asking these. These are questions we got from other girls that they want a guy's opinion on,
Because girls struggle every day of their lives.
knowing how a guy thinks. So I'm gonna start
Yeah.
with some easy ones, and they're probably gonna get a little more hard.
And by hard, you mean inappropriate. And
Yes, I
aggressive.
do.
Got it.
And I'm gonna feel awkward asking you. So
Oh, if you want me to, I could ask him. I don't feel awkward doing anything.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a friend, and she wants to know why guys ghost girls, or if you've ever ghosted someone.
Ghost girl. Why do guys ghost girls?
Why would someone ghost
Um,
someone?
I mean, it depends on the scenario. I'm just
they're
kidding.
too
I won't leave it
clingy.
at that.
Have you ghosted anyone before?
Have I? I mean, I wouldn't call it ghosting. I would literally just call it, hey, guess what? We should probably not talk anymore, maybe.
At least you're honest.
Well, I mean, because it's all about connection and vibe. If it's not there, you just got to walk
Yeah.
away. Walk away. No sense in hurting anybody more than just not texting them back for 5 days. I guess, I don't know. Maybe it's, I don't know. Everybody ghosts people. Girls ghost guys. Guys ghost girls. It's just a matter of not having
Yeah,
a
I ghosted a
connection.
guy like literally.
Did you?
It was
Why did you ghost him?
Because it was. Oh gosh, I'm not saying this on a podcast. I can't. I'll tell you
Fine.
after the
Okay,
podcast.
fine.
Because like, God forbid he actually listens to this.
And then
like,
he hears.
I'll die.
Oh,
I feel
gosh.
bad.
Aw.
But I did ghost him. So
Okay, do you want to ask the next one?
Sure. Well, mine's personal and it's very specific, so if the person hears it, I really don't care. But from a guy's perspective, if you're like hanging out with a girl, constantly going on hikes, buying her lunch, buying her dinner. Can you tell how personal this is? I'm very still butthurt about it. And okay, my whole family's from Philadelphia, so I say bud. Like, that's like a term of endearment from me. Like, it doesn't mean that you're like my buddy. It just means like, hey, bud. Like, if you're a man, I'm gonna call you bud. Like, bud is just like a thing. Like, hey, gal. Like, I don't know. I don't even know. It's just a thing. The way we talk.
I got you.
So I apparently called this guy bud via text twice, and he thought he was like
ghosted you.
No, no. He thought he was friend zoned.
Oh, poor kid.
And so I like professed my love for him or whatever, like told him how I felt, and then he kind of just sat there and didn't say one way or another, didn't say anything. It was just kind of like the only thing he said was, "Oh, well, you called me bud a couple of times, so I thought I was friend zoned." And I'm like, I'm sitting across from you right now telling you how I feel, and that is still in your head. And so did I cock block myself or like what?
Yeah. You want me to be honest?
Yeah.
I absolutely despise it if a chick calls me dude.
Dang it. Well,
and by despise, I mean, like, that's a different scenario. Yours is a different scenario, but
it's
I,
not
like,
the
I
same.
just
dude is a lot rougher than bud,
it.
though.
I hate the word dude, period.
Yeah.
Dude.
I have a lot of people come in and be like, dude,
I
the
use
whole
it.
time, and I'm
I
like,
can't lie to you. I use it, but like I use it when I'm texting my band guys, like, dudes, guess what? But I've legit think dude is the worst word in the vocabulary.
But I feel like dude is like a rougher version of bud. Like bud is like just like
I don't know, bud to me seems like a cocky remark. Like, thanks, bud. Anytime somebody says thanks,
hey,
bud,
buddy.
For me it's like
I get pissed.
It's like, oh,
like, angry.
bud. Like that's how I say it. Like when I saw you today, I was like, hey, what's up,
yeah,
bud?
but here's the problem with 2018ers.
Oh,
Let's leave it at that.
Ugh.
Texting does not correspond well
Yeah.
with what you're actually saying verbally. Pick up the damn phone and make a call. First of all.
bud.
True. Hey, bud.
Second, yeah, text sucks.
Yeah,
which
it
is
does.
that might be where part of my ghosting comes from. I just don't reply because I hate texting.
Eric's
I'll
ghosted
sit
me
on
before.
Instagram.
Has he?
Eric has texted me asking something and then ghosted me for like 3 days and then came back all of a sudden and was like, hey, I forgot I didn't respond to you.
I do that to my mom.
Yeah.
Like it's not just a thing that I do to like a female or a buddy. I've literally texted my mom asking her a question. She'll reply with the answer, and that's all I needed.
So you're just done.
So I won't reply back.
He's done.
The conversation's over in my mind, and then she'll like call me and be like, "Why didn't you reply to me?" Like freak
Do you
out.
hate me? Are you okay?
That's exactly how she sounds too. But yeah, no, I mean, as far as your scenario goes, yeah, you cockblocked yourself.
Yeah, of course I did. It's fine though.
You threw a wedge. The size
Unintentionally,
of, the size
not
of
even
this
knowing,
room.
but now I know.
The size of this room, you threw a wedge right between you.
Great. Makes me feel like shit.
Just kidding.
No, but it is what it is. Like, I mean, that's just how, like, I always look at it, like, if I'm going to be with a guy, that's how I talk. So, like, you're
at least
going
you came back
to, like,
and explained yourself.
I know guys that love the fact that girls say dude, and they're, like, very, like, whatever. But I, like, told them straight up.
I mean, you could say dude, but just don't call me dude.
No, I don't do that.
No, I mean.
But I get what you're saying. You're saying for females. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, chicks can be like, oh, dude, that's so sick. But don't call me the dude.
What's up, dude?
Don't say, hey, dude, in a text message.
No, that's like.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that's like straight
terrible.
Up. Okay.
I stand
You
by
got
that
another
fact.
one?
I don't care who else disagrees.
Yeah, I have another one.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
That was one question. Jesus.
Hey, ask a guy. Do guys stalk girls on Instagram after they hook up with them? And is it okay to follow them? Like, if you have a one-night stand with someone, can you follow them on Instagram and not be weird about it? Or is it weird if you follow them?
Are you asking if the girl can follow the guy?
I'm asking
Or
if the guy finds it
anyway.
weird if the girl follows him, and then if a guy does the same thing and stalks the girl on Instagram and follows her.
So let's start first. Is it weird that a girl follows a guy after a one-night stand?
No.
Is it weird if the guy goes and stalks the girl, like, on Instagram and follows her if she's not following him yet? No, right?
She's not following him yet?
No.
I mean, most likely she has a private account anyway, so he's got to hit that request button. Poor dude.
Gotta get verified.
Poor guy.
Poor guy's got to hit that request button to stalk the chick that he luckily got last night.
There you go.
And then she denies it because she's like, damn it, I don't want to relive that.
She's like, oh gosh.
Okay.
So I would say no. I mean, it's Instagram. It's 2018. I mean, you know, gosh, everybody still has ex-girlfriends, ex-boyfriends all over their shit sometimes. So just, I mean, it's life.
Oh, here's another one.
adults.
So one of my friends actually, he was dating
this
this
a question?
girl. Yes, this is a question. So
We're happy to have a guy in here to answer all this.
I know, right?
I'm doing my best.
So so when you're dating somebody,
I'm listening.
and so we're talking about Instagram. So obviously there's men on Instagram and you're friends with dudes. Let's say you're like really good friends with a lot of dudes or whatever, and you are
As a female.
And you're really into your guy. Hey, what is that face?
I've been in this. I know this.
So
situation. Go ahead.
you're liking, let's say as a female, you're liking this guy's picture or whatever, just liking it, not commenting, not saying anything, just because you're scrolling through, you're just aimlessly scrolling and liking, and the guy comes back at you and goes, oh, why'd you like this guy's picture? And you're like, because I'm friends with him. It's like, is that a guy's insecurity, or is that something that you think is actually in a girl's mind that they want to get with that person or whatever? Like, is that a faux pas? Like, should you not
Everybody's
be?
different, first of all. So, I mean, that's a tough question. But, like, in my mind, like, as a guy that uses social media to obviously boost my career,
Right.
I like everything.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
I scroll down, I had double tap it if I like it. If it's a friend and it's like a weird, if she's like got like a weird picture of her like in a bikini and I like it, like my bad. Okay? But it's also a friend like saying, hey, check out this modeling shot I took or whatever it is. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I do think there's a boundary that needs to be set. I think
Right.
in an adult relationship, it's easy to, and this, I'm saying the word adult, by the way. I'm not like referring to like,
Right.
probably what 90% of us have gone through over the last X amount of years of our lives. I'm talking about like an actual relationship. Insecurity's probably the worst thing. Jealousy's the worst thing.
Mhm.
Fear of that person liking somebody else. Like, you need to be confident in yourself before you even jump into an adult relationship. Because
Right.
if you're not, that whole scenario is going to happen all the time, every time. You're always going to feel that. Is this Dr. Phil?
Did you not know?
Wow, I feel like I'm in therapy.
Is this Dr. Phil?
Okay, I have another
Huh.
question. This comes from a listener. What's the most appropriate way to leave a one-night stand?
Shake
Yo,
the hand and goodbye.
peace out. Yeah.
Peace out.
Well, I mean, it depends. Are you staying overnight and waking up there?
Yep,
Ooh,
that was the scenario.
walk of shame.
Walk of
No,
shame.
God, no. Guys, it's 2018. Okay? They happen.
He better make breakfast for
Better
you.
make some pancakes.
So, are you referring to the guy leaving the girl or her leaving him?
Her leaving him.
Okay, her leaving him. I mean, you're. So, okay.
It was nice seeing you last night.
This is probably going to be the most epic statement made on this podcast.
Oh
Can't
god.
wait.
I was told, but literally yesterday. So I was in D.C. hanging with some friends, business people, and I heard the funniest statement from a guy that's literally been married 38 years. Like, him and his wife are they're the most adorable humans ever. Kids, the whole nine. Like, they will die in the same grave. Like, they will be together forever. They are the epitome of what this generation doesn't have. He straight up said he's like, I think he's 58 maybe. He was in 58 years of living. Like, 48 of them being in this mindset. I can swear on this, right?
Yes.
Okay. So he said, it's aggressive. He said the pussy is undefeated.
Oh, that's true.
Said, as a man, the pussy is undefeated. And his I looked at him real quick, and then it clicked in my head. There has not been a battle that the pussy hasn't won.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
And I hate using that word. Forgive me, but
Just
that
put
was
the cat
I'm
emoji.
quoting.
Cat,
I'm quoting.
cat sound. Meow.
I'm quoting. These are not my words. I'm quoting him.
Wow.
So with that said, she should just get up, own it, and walk out.
She
And
shouldn't
hey,
be,
if it was good, she
like,
might,
ashamed of it.
walk
Yeah.
back in. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Or do it again in the morning, and then you remove the one nightstand, and it becomes like a little thing.
There you go.
for yourself.
A little
Then
thing.
you're in a relationship. Boom. Just
Yeah,
like
and then out
that.
of nowhere, you're dating, and
Then you're following each other on Instagram.
you
liking
live together,
photos.
and get into a bunch of arguments, and shit's great.
There you go.
There you go.
I have another one.
Okay, go.
Okay,
This
so
is my favorite segment.
okay, so
She's lasting way too long.
what? Why are you uncomfortable?
No.
Giving advice to females?
I don't care. No.
Remember, the pussy always wins.
I know
You
nothing
struggle.
about this stuff.
So
I'm still learning myself. So
if you're dating a girl and she, one, is very social and knows a lot of people and stuff like that, I feel like it's different for a lot of people, though. This is a different scenario depending on if you're an introvert or extrovert.
also, real quick to go back to the other point, a chick that has a lot of guy friends
Mm-hmm.
is always questionable.
Really? Why?
Well, not really, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Is there a reason?
gets questionable.
Okay. So anyway,
Yeah,
you're dating this chick, whatever, you're out with her. Let's say you go to Whiskey Jam. This is also not a very this is personal.
Yeah,
And they leave Whiskey Jam, and you leave your girl at Whiskey
your
Jam.
Exact story.
Yes.
Okay.
You leave the girl at Whiskey Jam, and you told the girl, oh no, I don't want to put our stuff out there immediately because the girl knows too many guys, and I don't want my ass getting kicked and stuff like that. Whatever. Joking around.
Terrible statement. Go ahead.
Joking around, and then 1 o'clock in the morning, he leaves her at Whiskey Jam by herself. FaceTimes her.
You. It was you.
FaceTimes her.
FaceTimes at 1, asking you to come over.
No.
Oh.
FaceTimes at 1 saying, I can't do this anymore after a week of dating. And the girl says, What are you talking about? He's known this person for 2 years. And he's like, what are you talking about? And then the guy's like, you just know too many people. You're too intimidating. Is it intimidating for a girl to be outgoing and know too many people and be around too many guys for some guys?
Yeah, but yes.
Is
but
that the girl's problem or the guy's problem?
I was just gonna say it goes along the same lines of a sole person being unable to handle adult life.
It's just adult life.
Adult life.
I use that term a lot. Adult.
So it's the guy's fault.
Yes
Even
and
if the
no,
girl made sure that he, the whole time, was with her, she introduced him to everybody, tried to make him feel as at home as possible.
Yeah, I mean that, that's a great stepping stone in the right direction. But if you're with somebody that can't handle that, then it's never gonna work.
There you go.
There we go.
Mm-hmm. Is
I
that
don't-
it?
I don't have any more questions.
Okay, thank God.
I could think
He
of
was
some
like,
more,
I hate this.
but I don't want to bring my own personal questions.
Oh, see, I don't care. My Instagram is all in public, so whatever.
Okay. That was great. I really enjoyed that segment. Thank you for playing.
Yeah, it was a fun game.
I'm
My
gonna-
answers were probably terrible.
I'm going to be
probably
calling
gonna
you for advice all the time now.
All right, sweet.
Okay, Eric, I need a guy's opinion. I don't know how to leave this.
That's what I do all the time. I go,
I'm
hey,
in this
Eric.
apartment complex. I already left his apartment. I just can't find the elevator. Just follow the exit signs, Jenna.
You know how awkward that would be if Eric came and bailed you out? And it's like, who's this other guy? I'd be like, oh, he's just my booty call bailout.
Yeah.
Booty call bailout. I should
Booty
start
call
a
bailout.
business.
There you go.
BCB.
Wow, you could use that.
Booty call bails.
Brings you water, maybe
What?
a change of shoes.
Booty call bails.
Booty call bails. 1-800 booty call. 1-800 booty bells. Just call me up. I'll pick you up. We'll blast Avril Lavigne. Remember her?
I
Okay.
You do know she has a new single out, right?
Oh. All right.
Remember her?
remember. Okay, Eric. Let's talk about your new single coming out
Yeah.
on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
First off, why Saturday?
Couldn't tell you. I'm just kidding. Yes, I can. So we're actually doing a massive show up in my hometown, Buffalo, New York, with good old Devin Dawson, and Anna Voss was just added to it, which is super cool. And my buddy Keith is putting the show on. He's an awesome guy. We're doing it right in the Buffalo Bills field house, bringing in a stage. It's going to be great. There's already 800 tickets sold or something like that. Crazy.
So is that why you chose Saturday instead of traditional Tuesday or Friday?
Yeah. And also, I'm a very untraditional person. So
Yeah.
I'm not in the mood for being like, oh, no, it's got to be this Wednesday. No thanks.
He's just not in the mood.
I hate that.
He's not like that, yeah.
Unconventional has been my style since I think I started doing this stuff. And we're just going to record songs and put them out and do whatever the hell we feel like doing, and hopefully it sticks. So we picked the 10th because it'll be the same day as the show. And yeah, I mean,
Cool.
how many days? That'll be 2 weeks before my birthday, which will be fun to celebrate with everybody back home. And then, yeah, I'm just ready to get it out. Bring the summertime kind of back, even though everybody's back in the fall vibe. It's like the end of this summer song for me.
Yeah.
There you go.
Because it's almost like the end of like an era.
And who else wrote the song with you?
It was me, Brandon Ray, and Emily Landis.
Oh, cool.
Studs.
yeah. That's
a nice
2
trilogy.
studs.
Emily's been on the podcast.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Brandon's one of my really good friends. I love him.
Brandon's great.
We have
Awesome.
matching Billy Bob's jackets, so red.
Oh.
Wow. That
Wow.
sounds adorable.
There,
I'm gonna call him and tell him to wear it one night when
There
we
you
go out
go.
together.
there you go.
Yeah, so I'm excited to have that song and have them be a part of it. And we wrote it last May, and like we kind of let it sit and do its thing, see if anybody picked it up, and there was some interest and stuff like that. But we started playing it immediately as a band, and just fell in love with it ourselves as a band, and myself as an artist. And then out of nowhere, maybe 3 or 4 shows in, we started to really like look at the crowd and realize that it was apparently a favorite of a lot of people. And we went on the Kanan tour last fall, so we were out with Kanan Smith, and we were just acoustic, me and my bass player, and we played it, this broken down version of it, every night for weeks at a time. And it was just insane to watch this hype crowd like just stop and pay attention to what was happening. And then every time we'd get off stage anywhere, still to this day, it's just like, that Come Find Me songs, oh, that's something, man. There's a story behind that. And it's like, how I can't not hear people say that and then not release it.
Right.
So I shot them guys a message, and they were like, my God, yeah, go for it. It's your tune. So they're hype about it, and so am I. I'm ready for it. Sweet.
Super hype.
Yeah.
We can tell.
You're so excited. Can you play the song for
Yeah,
us?
I'm in. Let's do it. Here we go. Little bitty palm tree town, where the wind and the waves roll round, used to be our stomping grounds, till you blew up and left. It wasn't me, it was you, baby. That's what you said when you had to leave. That this place is just a beach without you on it. You had to do what you had to do, but if you feel like coming home, book a flight, hit your ride. I won't say I told you so. Come find me, get a little lost out there. You're missing that sand in your head, getting who you are and need reminding. Come find me when you realize what you've done. Lost the only thing you love. When those city lights go out, you know where I'll be. Come find me. You're lost and need a lighthouse. Your north needs a star. I'll be the needle to your compass, wherever you are. I'll be the memory that brings you back, the only dot on your map. And when you're needing what we had, ain't going nowhere, come find me. Get a little lost out there. If you're missing that sand in your head, getting who you are and need reminding. Come find me when you realize what you've done. Lost the only thing you love. When those city lights go out, you know where I'll be. Come find me. Come find me. You had to do what you had to do. If you feel like coming home, just come find me. Come find me. Come find me. Get a little lost out there. If you're missing that sand in your head, getting who you are and need reminding. Come find me when you
realize what you've done. Lost the only thing you love. And those city lights go out, you know where I'll be. Come find me.
Katie, I missed your background vocals in that one.
Oh,
Katie?
I was no.
But I will say I have listened to that song only a few times in the last week, and it's stuck in my head, and I catch myself like singing it back to myself all the time.
I love that.
Yeah, we were sound checking, and I was like, "Come find me," and then they played it back, and I was like, "Ooh, that's nope. I'm not gonna do that live." Okay, good to know.
Oh dang.
Oh dang. So now that the single's coming out Saturday, you've been releasing singles for a while now, obviously, or is this your first?
No, this is like the first big one.
Okay.
I dropped 3 songs last April.
Right.
So it's been over a year and a half since I've put anything out. So.
Do you see yourself putting out an album anytime soon, or full on EP?
Nope.
No. You just gonna do
I'm
singles?
just gonna keep dropping songs, and then hopefully everybody likes them.
That was weird.
What was that?
I don't know. My Siri
Siri
apparently
was
wanted to speak.
Oh boy. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna keep putting out singles.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's the best way to do stuff now.
I mean, for
It
me,
is too.
you know, I'm not in the mood to. I keep saying that.
I'm not in the
I'm not in
mood.
to just
It's
keep
never
I mean,
not
It's a vibe.
5-6 songs out at a time. And you can just keep. And we're always writing. You know, we're always writing new stuff, and the vibe's always changing.
If you did have an album, what would it be called?
The KDK Experience.
Mhm.
No.
It's because you didn't know how to say my last name. That's why he said K.
Kelp.
Huh?
Right?
Said
Kelp?
wrong.
Cop.
Kelp.
Kelp. That's what I said the second time. Kelp.
No,
Yeah.
you said Kelp. Cop.
Kelp.
That's weird.
Oh.
Me and Eric have some
We
weird
have
names.
some weird last names.
Yeah, they're very
Yeah.
German. This is why me and
Yeah,
Eric
mine's
get along.
Dutch, German, all the same.
All the same.
Anyhow,
Okay.
Okay,
What else you got?
you got another
Oh,
segment
yes.
here?
so off the record confessions.
But it's on the record.
It's off the record.
Oh, it's off like the spinning record.
It's off.
Oh.
Whatever. All right, here we go.
Okay, you got
Eric's
some?
like,
I'm
screw
ready.
this.
Mine?
Yeah. Confess.
What do I not know about you, Eric?
So first of all, I'm probably the cleanest male that you know.
That's true. He literally takes a shower after wakes up, takes a shower, goes to the gym, takes a shower. Before he goes to the gym, takes a shower. All that stuff.
I'm a fan of hygiene.
His skin's
forgive
gonna come
me.
off. Your skin is literally gonna melt
it's not.
off. Yeah,
It's water.
Soap?
Do
You
have a
don't use
favorite
soap?
Do you have a favorite soap brand?
Hashtag spawn.
I'm gonna send you some.
Okay. Yeah, that's great.
Get you some
So
dial.
actually, at Turnip Truck, they have a
I love turnip truck.
they have a bar of soap that I use regularly.
So that's his favorite.
I have a
So that's my
question.
favorite. I just don't
So
know what
weird
it's called.
question.
I just like the way it.
Okay, so you
smells
shower a
and-
lot. Do you use
I want to see where this goes.
I'm interested in this question.
do you use a wash rag, like a loofah thing, or your hand?
A wash. I mean, how can you can't wash your body with your hand.
Hand.
There's so many people that use their hand.
With your hand?
What do you just?
My ex-boyfriend.
Oh,
God.
we're gonna get real personal, aren't we?
Brand new wash rag.
You're literally crying.
That's a
Oh my goodness. You made her cry.
That's a weird question. Continue on.
It's so true. That's. I mean,
You gotta calm down
how
over
do
there,
you
girlfriend.
not use a rag or like
Yeah.
something?
I'm unsure.
Anyways,
Wait, they just use soap?
Just use soap.
so that's.
But-
I guess that's a confession ish. I'm a clean freak.
You're a clean freak. Okay.
And I'm OCD. I'm the dude that has all the cans facing forward in the fridge.
Yeah, I can see that.
Shit.
It's also the dude that drops his iPhone on its back instead of the front.
Just cried a little.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
So that's yeah. There's that. And then also because who cares? Going along with my eyelashes thing.
Oh, God.
I had a full head of hair when I was a baby. My mom took me in for the 6-month checkup. I was in a blue blanket, but the doctor said, "What a beautiful girl." That is My mom tells that story all the time, so I'm sure at some point everybody will hear it. So I might as well say it first.
If it makes you feel better, I have a similar story of that. Me and my brother, Bobby, were so close in age. We're a year and a half apart. And everybody thought we were twins when we were growing up because we looked so much alike when we were growing up. And so they'd be like, oh my gosh, your little boys are so cute. Are they twins? And my mom would be like, and I had no hair when I was younger. Like, I didn't grow in hair yet. 3. Yeah. And my aunt would glue bows on my head and be like, don't you see the damn bows on her hair? It's pink. She's a girl. And then, like, my mom literally, which is ironic because I'm like a tomboy now. So it's all coming back. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you have a situation like that?
No. I don't.
Dang.
Do you guys want me to
What is your confession,
I don't have
Jenna?
a good one. I confess every single week, so it's really hard to think of things.
Well, tell us what you told your pastor or
Have
priest.
you had a one-night stand in the past 2 weeks?
We can't talk about that.
Ooh, do your parents listen to this?
They do. My mom does.
Hi, Jenna's mom and
It's
dad.
fine. My mom is very inappropriate and talks about
wears a purity ring.
her life at dinner all the time, and I'm like, Mother, please.
Ooh, I want to meet your mom. I feel like we'd get along.
She
I
was
feel like me and Eric would get along with your mom.
She was just in town this weekend.
Oh, sick invite, bro.
Yeah, thanks for the invite.
Singing by bro.
Bruh. Bud.
Okay.
Dude.
So was that a yes?
That was a roundabout way of saying yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it into a not one night stand.
No,
You
did
got
you
it.
know? I know Jenna's confession. She likes cowboys.
Damn it.
She likes a nice big cowboy 10-gallon hat
He
and,
was from
like,
Texas.
some nice tight jeans with
Good
boots.
God.
Right? That's what I said.
It's fine.
She told me, that's the first thing she told me, and I would literally sat across from her. I'm like, who are you? Like, move to Texas.
I'm going to the National Rodeo Finals
Oh, Christ.
in Las Vegas.
She's literally going to have a
Poor
free-for-all.
girl's going to have 7 one-night stands.
Oh, stop it.
I'm
No.
kidding.
I am way more behaved than that.
Okay.
Okay.
On that note.
On that note, Eric, where can people follow you?
Oh, gosh. Instagram and Facebook, and I don't use Twitter much, but when I do, it's funny as shit, so you could do that, too.
And when's it at?
Yeah.
It's just Eric Van Houten, just my name.
How do you spell your last name?
I don't know. You tell me, dog.
VanHouten.
Boom.
Van Houten.
Van Houten. Van Houten. Van Horton. Here's a who. Houten.
Oh my gosh. Are you... no, just kidding. That's a bad joke. Okay, go ahead.
And Katie, where can people follow you?
I'm at Katie, Katie, Kaupp, Kaupp, on everything. Be my friend. I have none, so
Oh, she has
what's
so
up?
many.
I like acquiring people. We were just talking about that the other day. I was like, how did I acquire you? And someone was like, what are they, poker chips? And I'm like, well, like, I like having people around. I think it's like a social thing I have an issue with, but it's fine. I just like people.
Yeah.
I acquired Jenna.
You did acquire me. But I don't like people as much, I don't think.
There you go. Jenna, where can we find you?
Inside the Noize with a Z.
With a Z.
With a Z.
Noize.
Maybe that's what I'll call my album. Inside the Noize.
That's actually cool.
With an S, though.
There you go.
Fine. All right.
Okay,
That's
signing
it.
off.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming.